The ink was smudged with mud and tears. Private Thomas Carter knew this might be his last letter home. As artillery shells screamed overhead, he scribbled his final words to the woman he loved. This is the story of a soldier's last message from the trenches of World War I, a letter that would break a mother's heart and become a testament to love in the face of death. Welcome to Historical Stories, where the past isn't just remembered, it's lived. Letters from the trenches. A soldier's final goodbye. The rain had turned the trenches of Flanders into rivers of mud. Private Thomas Carter of the 1st Lancashire Fusiliers huddled beneath a makeshift shelter, his numb fingers struggling to grip the pencil. Around him, the never-ending symphony of war played on, distant artillery booms, the sporadic rattle of machine guns, and the low moans of wounded men waiting for the medics who might never come. Thomas unfolded the crumpled paper against his knee, the same paper that had carried his previous 5 letters home. This time, he wrote slower, more deliberately. The usual cheerful lies about being fine and the war ending soon wouldn't do. Not after what he'd seen at Passchendaele. "Dearest Mum," he began, "I hope this finds you well. The weather here continues foul, though not half so bad as back in 16. His pencil hovered. How could he describe the indescribable? The way the shells turned men into pink mist one moment, left them screaming for their mothers the next? A rat scurried over his boot as he continued. "Remember young Billy Morris from down the lane? He copped it last week. Quick it was. Didn't suffer." Thomas swallowed hard, the lie bitter on his tongue. Billy had taken 3 hours to die, begging for water the whole while. The letter grew darker as the night deepened. "If anything should happen to me, know that I wasn't afraid. Well, maybe a little at first, but we look after each other here. Private Dawson, you'd like him. He's a teacher from Leeds. He reads us Dickens when the shelling stops." Thomas paused as a flare illuminated the trench in ghostly light. In that sudden brightness, he saw the unposted letters in his haversack. All the things he'd never said to Emily, the girl who'd promised to wait. With renewed urgency, he added, Tell her the photograph she sent is my most treasured possession. I look at it every night." A whistle blew in the distance. Stand to before dawn. Thomas folded the letter carefully, sealed it with a bit of candle wax, and placed it in his breast pocket where it would stay warm and dry. As he fixed his bayonet with practiced hands, he allowed himself one final fantasy, that somehow, against all odds, this letter wouldn't be his last. The morning attack came at 5:17 a.m. Thomas made it 14 paces beyond the parapet before the machine gun found him. When they buried him in the makeshift cemetery behind the lines, the chaplain removed the blood-stained letter from his tunic. It reached his mother in time for Christmas, the last words of a boy who would forever be 19. Thomas's letter was one of thousands, final words from boys who would never grow old. These fragile pieces of paper became the last echoes of young lives cut short. But amid the horror of war, there were moments of unexpected humanity. In our next story, we'll relive one of the most extraordinary, the Christmas truce, when enemies became friends, a night when the fighting stopped and soldiers remembered their shared humanity. If these stories of courage and sacrifice move you, please like, subscribe, and ring the bell to join us as we honour history's most powerful moments. These voices from the past deserve to be heard. Help us keep their memories alive. Until next time, remember, even in war, love and hope never fully die. Thanks for watching. See you in the next story.